Hello the cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on every days. Liverpool could be without 6 injured players for Sheffield United match. Liverpool's list of injuries, suspensions, and status prior to their Premier League match against Sheffield United on Wednesday. Liverpool travels to Bramall Lane on Wednesday to play Sheffield United in their first midweek Premier League match of the season. Jurgen Klopp's team will play the Blades in their first of 3 straight away games. The Blades are currently worst in the league following a humiliating 5-0 loss to Burnley on Saturday. Liverpool, on the other hand, had better luck over the last weekend, defeating Fulham 4-3 at Anfield after rallying from a late deficit. The fact that Manchester City drew later ensured that the Reds moved up to second place and continued to put pressure on Arsenal. Defense-related injuries caused issues during the previous game, and now that the recent victory has worn thin, the manager has more challenges. The following details and expected return dates apply to the injured contingent. Joel Matip. Joel Matip, who was replaced halfway through the second half of Sunday's victory, is the most recent player to encounter issues. Luckily, Ibrahima Konate was ready to fill in after recovering from his most recent fitness issue, but this defensive rotation raises concerns before the hectic holiday season. We lost today, Joel, and we obviously have no scan yet, but after all you hear and can see that will not be a short one, Klopp said at full time. It's his knee. It's unfortunate, but we must overcome this. Anticipated date of return, not specified. Alisson Becker. Immediately following the 1-1 draw at Manchester City last month, Alisson Becker was sidelined for 5 games due to a hamstring problem. He has already served 2 of those, at LASK and Fulham, and will now miss the trips to Union St Gilloise, Crystal Palace, and Sheffield United. Alisson is theoretically out of the Europa League after just 3 games since Kevin Kelleher was anticipated to play. Manchester United, Premier League, December 17th is the anticipated comeback date. Diogo Jota. Jota sustained injuries against Man City as well, but Klopp's confidence in his first-choice goalkeeper vanished as he spoke on Jota's condition. We're not sure how much longer Diogo will take, but it will take a little longer. The manager remarked, "We have to see." Based on the lack of official confirmation thus far, it appears the forward won't be back until the new year. Anticipated date of return, not specified. Andy Robertson. The bad news doesn't stop there. Andy Robertson is predicted to return no sooner than January. At least since the international break in October, his issue has been known of, and all appropriate action has been done. Following his shoulder dislocation with Scotland, he had a successful surgery. Robertson disclosed last month, "It's going great so far, it's been 3 weeks since my surgery, so things are moving along nicely. I simply need to approach things week by week and bit by bit. So far, everything has gone smoothly, hopefully, this will continue." Most recently, on Sunday, the fullback celebrated alongside Trent Alexander-Arnold, who had won the game, and appeared to be in a good mood. Date of anticipated return, January 2024. Thiago Alcantara. We expect him to be back, I would say probably the start of the new year. That's probably a realistic thing to try. In early November, Klopp sent out a message to media asking them to stop asking every week about Thiago Alcantara's whereabouts. In what has been an incredibly difficult 2023, the midfield player has not appeared since April and has not started since February. In order for the 32-year-old to have an influence before his contract expires in the summer, it is hoped that he will be able to return in 2024. Date of anticipated return, January 2024. Stefan Bajcetic. When considering the midfield of the Reds going forward, Stefan Bajcetic has also been hindered by ongoing issues since joining the team the previous year. Although his reappearance was brief and he hasn't been seen since September, he has at least made 2 appearances already. He recently stated, "I kind of anticipated that it would be the same because I had the same injury before, but on the opposite side, when I was experiencing discomfort. But I kept thinking, I need to keep playing, it can't be the same. However, I performed a scan. Unfairly, scans never fail to reveal something. When they called me while I was at home, they said I had a stress reaction. It was obviously a difficult moment, but I believe I handled it very well. I saw it as a chance to strengthen myself and make some improvements. I just made an effort to think positively. Anticipated date of return, not specified. Joe Gomez discusses adapting to new inverted fullback role. As an inverted fullback, Joe Gomez has disclosed that he is relishing the challenge of adjusting to his new role. The 26-year-old, who joined the team the summer before Jurgen Klopp arrived in 2015, is currently the player with the longest tenure in Liverpool's first team. He has played in almost every position on the backfield for the Reds throughout that period, and his versatility has made him a valuable member of the squad. The former Charlton player has been asked to play an inverted fullback position in Jurgen Klopp's modified tactical approach this season. Liverpool's strategy, which was put into place in the second half of 2022 to 2023, sees them switch to a back three when in possession, with the right back pressing into midfield. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been the main player to fill this hybrid fullback/midfield role, but Gomez has also been called upon to step up this season when the vice-captain isn't chosen or, like in Sunday's victory over Fulham, when he fully shifted into midfield. Gomez, who is a natural defender rather than Alexander-Arnold's passing range, says he is attempting to make his own way in the new role and isn't expected to carry out the vice-captain's responsibilities. Speaking to the official Liverpool Matchday program, Gomez remarked of the tactical transition, "It was surprising to do it as quickly as it happened for me. However, I have to always strive to learn, and my manager supports me in doing so. Sometimes, when he merely gives me the essentials, he relieves my pressure. Everyone is aware of Trent's exceptional pass-finding skills, and I don't believe I'm expected to match them. While I don't have to perform X, Y, and Z, it's crucial for me to strike a balance in terms of knowing what my defensive responsibilities are. Being the best version of myself requires that I know what has to be done." Gomez went on to note that the hardest part of the new role is choosing when to transition, stating that it requires constant decision-making about when to come in and make an impact or when to stay outside and have a flexible triangle. "When I played there for the first time at Wolves, the one thing I noticed right away was the constant scanning and calculating of where to place yourself. Then, play defensively during the transition as well, keeping in mind that the ball can flip over and that you need to be ready to both assist the attack and recover the ball. That's most likely the most difficult task." The defender, who has participated in 11 of Liverpool's Premier League games thus far this year, was all praise for Alexander-Arnold, his colleague, and what the inverted fullback has to offer. "It gave us a real boost at the end of last season and Trent did so well," Gomez said. "Sometimes he performs two tasks in a single period. Trent is undoubtedly a top-tier talent, and the way we changed it speaks volumes about the manager, Pep Lijnders, and the coaching staff. I believe that everyone agrees that Trent is a great fit for it because of his ability to penetrate and impact the game. Naturally, it's something new for me personally as well. In order to try to accomplish things my own manner, I need to understand myself as well as seek advice from the management. Although there is always a learning curve, I appreciate it." Hello the Cop, please subscribe my channel for follow Liverpool Football Club news on everydays.